to us.
Что такое? Что нос? Где же нос? Не может быть. Води мне полотенце. Нет носа. Не может быть. Да, я еще верно
The short story and the opera are similar in that they have within them a wildness, an openness, a sense of play, a sense of collage, of constructing the world as they go through it.
The stage right?
It's too early, too early, too early, too early, too early. To Catherine, only when they start. And the opera has to do with the idea of making a huge drawing. And people move in it and sing in it. And the projections sometimes have to completely envelop and swallow everyone on stage. And sometimes within the huge projection, a small room is picked out or lit or highlighted, so that you also are aware that there are humans performing and singing and acting their hearts out on stage in front of you. In the opera, you have Kovalyov and you have his nose. And in the cathedral, when you see them, you're very aware that that's Kovalyov and himself. I suppose the real interest for me in the opera had to do with understanding the self as so divided. Emblematically shown by a nose that doesn't recognize its owner as its own, and is in conflict with itself. The body's in conflict with itself. And that way of understanding the world of ourselves as fundamentally divided, that every self is a series of contradictory impulses held together and given a sense of coherence. Okay, but if you take it right up, you'll see it's got a great swirl. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so that can be... Why don't we start at the top of scene 9?
Top of scene 9, please.
That's fine. See, the scene starts like that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, boy. At the moment, it's too long with everybody unmoving. In this part, you're passing papers to each other, but at maximum stretch. And the belief in the opera and in the preparedness to spend the number of months and years on it that I have has to do strongly with the belief that the absurd, with its rupture of rationality, of conventional ways of seeing the world, is in fact an accurate and a productive way of understanding the world. And why should we be interested in a clearly impossible story? Because, as Gogol says, in fact, the impossible is what happens all the time. years I thought, oh, I should have been a lawyer. But on the one hand, there was a sense of, that's been done. My father's done it, my mother's done it. Not going to be done better by me, that's for sure. On the other was the sense of saying there's a kind of a rational clarity to law, which didn't seem to me adequate to the comprehension of the world. The artist understands that both the optimistic and the pessimistic future unroll together. Making art was a way of arriving at knowledge that was not subject to cross-examination. It was an important way of trying to arrive at an opinion, but not through the rationalist form of legal argument. And that's why in the work that I do, there's a lot of strategy for not the unconscious, but the non-planned to have a place and to lead to ideas. And that's where the art comes from. That's why art rather than analysis.
To learn more about William Kentridge, Anything is Possible, please visit pbs.org. William Kentridge, Anything is Possible, is available on DVD. To order, visit shoppbs.org or call us at 1-800-PLAY-PBS.